you guys are sitting there wondering, how can a swerve ball or a blitz ball actually improve my movement on my baseball pitches? Well, the answer is simple. These things move so much that I can see movement really easily. Now, I'm not going to sit there and just whip these balls like crazy. Now, I would if I'm playing a game. And, I encourage kids to go out there and play wiffle ball and all that sort of stuff. The way that I would use these balls is in pre-positioning and then going through a throw, trying to make the ball spin as many times as possible. Some of the stuff that we would actually use in our advanced curveball training or advanced sinker training. And what I'm doing is I'm just trying to see how much I can make the ball spin. The lighter the ball, the harder it is. Sometimes I'll even jump up with an 8-9 ounce ball and just sit there from right here and just throw it. Try to make that ball spin and do it out in front of my chest. So I'm not going out and throwing my breaking ball this way, I'm throwing it here. So now it's happening more out in front of me as opposed to behind me. So I'm trying to train guys away from this position. Now with these swerve balls and blitz balls, I know there's a debate on which one's better. I haven't actually had my hands on an official blitz ball, so these were actually gifted to me. But what I can do is the same technique. So I'm right here, elbows a little bit out in front of my chest, a little above my shoulder. I'm going to turn my chest, but I'm not going to bring my arm back this way. So I'm going to bring my chest into rotation, then bring my elbow up and over a little bit, and I'm going to try to throw it at head height. One more time here. So there's one way we would use these things. Now, if I was going to do it for a sinker, I'm going to deviate to the side. We did a video on how to throw a better sinker, and I'll do this one from here. So I'm going to actually step and go into it. Now what I'm doing is I'm letting the ball come off my hand just a little bit differently. Because I've deviated to the side, the ball now comes off the middle finger the same way that it traditionally would, except instead of coming off here, it can now come off there, and that changes the axis of rotation. So here, deviated, and I'm throwing my sinker, I'm throwing my curveball in a way that I would, and all I'm doing is I'm watching for how much it moves. So I would suggest doing these at about 40 feet, and that way I can see how it moves. Now I'm not going to do 500 of these, I'm going to do 10, 15, 20 till I can kind of see. This is really good for if you're teaching a younger kid to start to throw a breaking pitch. Have them throw 5, 6 balls and just see, okay, when I get my arm in this position, the ball breaks. When I get the arm here, it doesn't break. And I think that's where using something that has an accentuated curve like this ball or an accentuated break like these balls have, I think that they can be useful in that. Now, if you're an advanced thrower, these drills aren't going to be great for you. They're still fun to mess around and throw. Always got to be careful and things like that. But, for a new thrower, I think that having them actually be able to see a break on the ball either way is a valuable tool. And that's not why I got these. Like I said, someone gifted them to me, and I was joking around and throwing them in the yard and stuff. And I think this is a great little application that you can do. And I've actually used it with a couple kids thus far and had pretty good success in how they were actually positioning their arm. So it's a controlled environment to start, here, go for a sinker, or if I'm doing my curveball, I could technically do it from the same position, but I've turned my forearm this way so the palm's facing the head, and then I go. So give those a try, mess around with it a little bit, let me know how it goes, have some fun, and subscribe to the channel. We got a bunch of different stuff on some more in-depth training things, some throwing things from the mound, and all different stuff that you guys are going to want to stay tuned and check out.